Welcome to Minecraft, and in this episode I have Voldex, who's dropping lily pads on my head, who's above me. Yay! Thank you. And we have Malinka with me. Hello.
Hello.
So,
oh, don't mind Voldex, he's still dropping stuff, I think.
Let's start with the updates on what's happening been happening on the server. This apartment building's come out of nowhere. Sorry, we forgot to show the framework. But oh no, we did show the framework.
Actually, you showed the framework.
Yeah, this is the next one that goes across the bridge. It's next to the other apartments that we showed before, where in between the buildings, which is this one. We've had a new apartment, and we'll take a quick look around in one of the actual flats. 1 second.
It's got a very Egyptian theme to it, hasn't it? All the sandstone everywhere.
So this is the bog.
I should have built more of a pyramid, but still.
This is some cupboard of some kind.
That might be a good thing for building later.
Bedrooms.
These guys have all been working hard, and I've been... What have I been doing? I forgot what I've done.
Is this like an office or something back here?
Oh yeah, small working office.
Ah, okay.
I've lost
Everyone needs a good study.
Aye. So that's one of the apartment buildings in there. Mircy's hard at work in the casino. As you can see, there's a bit going on there. But really, actually, for the casino, I should show you the amazing thing he's done on the roof. So he's done a lot of sculpting on the roof to make the roof look really cool. And yeah, he's done a really good job. It looks awesome.
Need more lily pads.
The apartment buildings
Especially
over
the
here,
glass in the middle.
which I've built, is now complete with a staircase on the outside. Let's see. I'm trying to rush.
And if you fall to your death, you should have read the lease agreement. It's actually covered in there.
Yeah, I'm trying to rush through a little bit over the new builds, so we can get on and build something during this episode. Okay, so over here we've got 3 new buildings, or 4 new buildings as such. We'll start off with this one. We'll come back to this in a minute. It's a subway, and we'll be working underground in this episode, building the subway a little bit on camera.
I'll get started.
Malinka's building this. Is this an office building, Malinka?
Yep, this is going to be an office building. It's a bit too weird for apartments. What I'm going to try is have the stairs all on the outside completely covered in glass, so doesn't matter how high you go, you've got perfect view on the inside and the outside.
And
You can have a glass building.
yeah, we
Not
can.
me. I wanted to do a glass building near the start of this project, and was like, no, no glass.
Only around the stairs, Mircy, Voldex.
Mircy.
So this framework underneath, I think that's going to turn into more apartments. And over
Yep,
here,
good work.
this building is a monument of some kind. I'm not entirely sure who's gone glowstone crazy on this building. This shouldn't have a glowstone on top. Makes it look like a flipping antenna for something, and it isn't supposed to be. This is a monument. In fact, it's a war memorial. We were looking at pictures of cities, or at least I was. And you know, you've got your Arc de Triomphe, your Eiffel Tower, the Statue of Liberty, and you know, every big city has monuments of some kind, either for independence or for a war. So we'll make up some kind of previous war or something and have the names of the dead on signposts around this.
The War of the World. Yeah. There's an alien invasion.
So one other thing is the name of the city that I want to talk about. So we've decided the name of the city is Meropis, and whilst we're travelling under the subway, I'll explain a little bit what Meropis is. Meropis is a city from Greek mythology.
Mythology.
Yeah.
Speak it out.
Thank you very much. Yep. Everyone's heard of Plato, I'm certain, who is the brains behind
He invented the plate.
No, he did not invent the plate. he's the mind behind the. God, you're completely throwing my head out now of what I was saying. City of Atlantis. And a different Greek philosopher, I think his name's Theophilus. He did a parody of Atlantis, and he's basically a little bit taking the mickey out of Plato. And Atlantis was originally supposed to be this absolutely gigantic city, and unrivaled by anything. But this Theophilus invented a city called Meropis, and it was supposed to be 10 times bigger than Atlantis.
And a guy called Walt Disney came along, and he made his own version of Atlantis, and that movie sucked.
Not just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So it's
not a parody of a parody of a parody.
It is, yeah. It's a parody of the parody of Atlantis.
It's a paradox.
Okay.
You see what I did there? I'm such a funny man.
So it's the story of Meropis. There's actually a little bit more to the story, and I'll talk more about that in a later episode, I guess, because it actually will make more sense when we're talking about the districts of this city, and I'll explain a little bit more of the history of Meropis.
It'll also make more sense if we weren't stoned either.
I'm not stoned.
That'd help. Yeah, sure, of course not.
I am not stoned. I don't smoke. Well, I don't smoke weed. Anyway.
You sure that's air you're breathing?
I like how you have to define it.
I know,
Defend
sorry.
it.
I'm not defending anything. Anyway, swiftly moving on, because this is not the conversation I was envisaging on having in one of my Minecraft videos. Thank you very much. So this underground station is not going to be a working underground station, actually. Although we're going to have ticket booths and the gates and everything, this will have a tunnel under the city with the connections, except there'll be some kind of like landfill kind of thing going on. Sorry, landfill? That's not right, is it? What is the right word for it? A rockfall of some kind. Whatever the right word for it is. I'm having a really bad time. A cave-in, thank you. Jesus, what's wrong with me
You're
today?
welcome.
That's a deep hole for some reason.
You know there's something wrong when I'm correcting you.
I know.
Something seriously wrong. It's like, who are you? You're not Firelash and you're not Voldex Malinka must be going crazy.
Oh, jeez.
Who are you people?
I mean, usually you can't shut me up for all the things I have to say, but today I just can't even get my words out. I need to change my teeth, I think.
Are you sure you're not high? You can tell me.
No. And I would not encourage other people to get high either, to be honest.
I would. That's just me. Have you given your joint a hug today?
Foldex. Stop.
Okay, I'll be a good boy.
Okay, thank you. I'm getting all sorts of cave noisy stuff up. Let me turn my Minecraft sounds down so you don't get blasted with that.
Dop, 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 dop.
There we go. There we go. Yes, so we're building the staircase to get deep underground because there's no way that you'd have the line too close to the ground here. And what I think you should do, Voldex, is perhaps consider double backing the staircase and actually going underground this way now, just so it's not completely boring and start going backwards on yourself and build a staircase backwards. So what you need to do is you leave a hole in the staircase as such for it to go and loop round and under.
Oh, I see what you. Alright, I see what you want to do. Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, all it looks like is this big mass of stone without any kind of texture.
Long, daunting stairways. I see what you mean.
Yeah. So.
We could mix it up a bit. I mean, these bricks are just placeholders. They don't necessarily all have to be like this. And
I know,
got different types of stone.
As I say, I think it would be cooler if it goes this way now and reverses on itself.
Okay,
No.
so that's why you're digging.
Yep.
Let's see, how do we reverse it nicely?
I know this is creative mode, but if we dig far down enough and I find diamond, I'm going to make a happy noise.
I don't think we're going that far down, but
Well,
it's
diamond is about, what is it now, 1822 blocks down or something? I forget the measurement.
Something like that. Actually, we're close to hitting that.
Right, I think, let's get rid of the middle section of these stairs so they branch apart. And so we've got like 2 staircases this way, and then we'll have stairs going down the centre of it. Hang on, I'll show you what I mean here.
Okay, one second.
Yeah,
I
I know
just
what you mean.
want to explain something on camera. So we do use occasionally these world edit tools, and I'm about to show you them in action. And what we'll do,
God damn it, I'm lagging.
down to about here. So I've set 2 points, and because I want to build a massive hole, I'm just going to set this all to air, and boom, we now have a big cavern under here to start work and builds. So we tend not to, there's caverns under there.
Ooh.
So
It's
yeah,
so
we don't
amazing at
do,
making holes.
yeah, we don't tend to do everything by hand if we can help it. We use some of the tools available to us, copy and pasting occasionally where we need to. But a lot of
Big case system there.
yeah,
Stuff's done by hand.
a lot of it's done by hand, just because you get a bit more. What's the right word for it?
Well, yeah,
Well-
it feels better completing something by hand. I mean, my museum was made entirely by hand.
Yeah, but you
And
get
so
a
was
better
our first
design,
building.
I think, from doing it by hand as well, because you take more care. So
Yeah, but it
The
also
only
took a
reason
very
that
long
world
time.
edit tools do come in handy is repetitive work makes it boring, and it does prevent repetitive stress injury, which is quite normal for us gamers.
Not me. I can stare at a wall and be occupied.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Also, I'm lagging a lot. Just ignore me. I'm gonna relog.
Maybe just by 6.
I will be with you in spirit, my friends.
Okay. So what I'm doing here is for the hole on the turn, I'm just building down here a little bit and get rid of that light. But I've left a hole in the middle, and I'll take it down just far enough so that when we double back with a staircase, it doesn't clash with anything. So and the player can walk through.
Oh,
that-
whistle while you work.
Aye, so there's a lot of the building going on.
Copyright.
No, it's fine, it's fine. So
Just changing it a little bit fire so we can put down some fencing, making sure that people don't drop dead.
okay, that's.
Are you sure that's not what we
God,
want?
you love
to
doing that,
happen?
don't you? When we do builds, you put fences around everything.
You know what we should do?
Yeah, it seems a
Moink?
bit more realistic instead of just, well, okay, you can walk there, you drop to your death, but you can't walk there.
Yeah, well, health and safety gone
Oh,
mad,
yeah.
mate. That's all it is.
You know what I'm gonna do, Malinka? Next to all
What
of
can
your
I say? I come
buildings-
from a long line of people working in construction.
Next to all your buildings, I'm going to put a sign that says, "It is illegal to die here by falling death." Your next of kin will be prosecuted to the full extent of the law.
Yeah. Your next of kin will not be notified if you die here.
But they will get a very big, nasty, nasty bill.
Okay.
Most of it coming from the cleanup of all the mess you made. Yeah, look at that. We're starting. We're like one mind. We knew exactly what we wanted to build, and look at that.
Well, no, you didn't.
Beautiful.
Such a liar.
I made this gap here, I made that. This is my gap. I take full responsibility for the creation of this gap. I'm amazing. Such an innovative builder. Architect extraordinaire. Supreme. Level 16 Super Saiyan Kamehameha.
That's it for you.
Less talking, more digging. Come on, Voldex.
Yeah,
You don't know me very well, do you?
I actually know you very well. I know that was a hopeless statement I just made, but well, I had to try.
Oh yeah? What's my birthday?
Somewhere this year.
Your birthday.
Damn it!
Your birthday is a traditional celebration that represents the anniversary of your birth. So there you go. I know what your birthday is.
I just call it vaginal. I just call it the vaginal ejection day. Happy vaginal ejection day, everybody! Woohoo!
It's not for everybody. Everyone doesn't share the same.
It is for me.
Isn't that a bit racist towards the people who were born through C-section?
Racist? I didn't know C-section. I'm not even going to comment on that. There's so many things wrong with that.
Artificial insemination.
Hey, that's racist. I had a C-section.
To be honest, the amount of our audience that potentially have had a C-section, I'm going to take a guess here, but I'm going to say somewhere in the region of 0% of our audience has had a C-section.
I bet you don't even know what a C-section is. And no, you're not allowed to use Google. That's cheating. Also, Googling it might not be such a good idea.
Okay, so there's our staircase that's double backed. And what we'll do is we'll turn, we'll put up a brick wall, probably say here, which will extend across, and turn this into double platforms. So this will be like the railway line, I guess, from in here, which will dig down a little bit more. Oops.
That's so funny.
And then
my sister was a fat baby.
And then what we'll do, we will build the tunnel outwards, but it will be blocked off by some kind of rockfall, as we discussed earlier on. And the same will happen on
train.
Same will happen on the other end as well. It will just be a rockfall out that way. So I think maybe the train track should be 2 down for this platform.
Yeah, and a little bit wider as well. I mean, the tracks itself should be at least.
Well, no, you can use real train tracks in the game, can't we? The Minecraft tracks.
Well, yes, but we want to make it
which is single wide. No, because this. No, what will happen is it'll be a single track this side, and then single track on this side, if you like.
Yeah, but think about it. What trains do you know that run on a single track? And don't say a monorail.
It's not a single track.
You.
Put down one of the railway. Put down the minecart lines now. Get out your inventory and put it down. And tell me that's a single track.
I know it is. I'm just saying that
it's a double track.
Typical traditional trains don't run on one track.
Yes, they do.
Could always build something like this. Let's see.
I see what you mean. Sorry, I'm just. But I mean, that'll be a very tiny train.
Well, People can use their own imagination. Doesn't matter.
Can always build something like this here.
Imagination.
And
Yeah.
in the history of Voldex derps, you would normally put the line next to the platform so people could actually get on the train.
Yup. I was thinking about putting tracks down, then a gap, then more tracks.
Okay. And you still put it down in the wrong place. Never mind.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Everything I do is wrong.
Yeah, wrong,
Such a
wrong,
bully.
wrong.
Wrong. You're wrong. Who's got 2 thumbs and doesn't give a crap? Bob Kelso.
Why is there a double line there? How does that even make sense?
That's what I was thinking, but with a small gap there.
Yeah, but the sleepers go across. Oh my god! Right, I'm gonna send you to Google Images to take a look at some railway tracks, because
I know what railway tracks look like.
Really?
Yes.
Right. So you
It's
tell me something. Okay. Come down here. This is education for Voldex time. So welcome to Education Corner, boys and girls. Now, Voldex, if you'd like to take a seat right here, and let me tell you a little bit of the history of railroads. So the railroad was invented. No, only joking. So.
Oh, I was enjoying that. I thought I was really going to learn something there.
So you are going to learn something that you're a noob. Right. So trains tend to come.
That's not new.
Trains tend to have a set of wheels that allows them to go on these metal railings with sleepers in between, which is what the wooden slats are on the railway track. Yes? So if this would represent one line, you wouldn't have one set of wheels on this double line and one set of wheels on this line. You'd only have one line. What are you doing? It's like you don't understand at all. No, you just need one line. Just one.
I know, and I'm getting rid of them.
That's the right one. The one that's correct.
Octopuses.
Right. Oh.
I accidentally did that. That was human error.
Was it? It's Voldex error.
Yeah. It's a Voldex error.
And people, generally want to be able to get on the train. So having the railway line here, which is all wrong, because people can't get on the train now. Oh God. Is it just me? I don't know. Maybe I'm just being harsh to Voldex, and we'll start a I Love Voldex Society. Stop picking on him, you bully. Channel on.
I've already got my own charity.
Do you?
I'm like the head minister.
I'm gonna get loads of comments saying stop bullying Voldex.
Well, you've said it now. No one's gonna say it. You jinxed it.
You reckon?
Also, the thing is, if you were gonna, do you want to just put mine carts down here? Because that wouldn't be much of a train, would it?
Well, no, I know, I'm aware.
Should just like build a shitty train. Well, the thing is, if it was gonna work, this has got to be one block lower.
Well, we could make our own tracks instead of using the official tracks. Why don't we make our own tracks? If you think they're too small.
Was doing.
Yeah. So you just use. There we go. So instead of using that, we'll use this instead.
That's what I was gonna be doing. Except I give up. I'm lost with you.
Okay. And we'll get rid of the stuff in between, which, strictly speaking, should be a mix of. All right, I'll show you how to do it in a second. Let's get rid of this.
Oh.
Okay. So, oops, I don't want to use that material. What I want from my inventory, if I can find it, is I can't remember if it's this one or this one. Let's check them out. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Get rid of that. Yeah, that's the one I want. And the other one I want.
We're having a lot of fun building this.
I know, I'm
It's
sorry.
going really well. Hell, we've even come up with a story for our thing, you know, our city and everything, which we're not going to spoil, but if people in the channel wanted to come up with an idea, I don't know, it's just that we've already kind of figured out the general idea of what we want to do with the city when it comes to the story. And the way that Firelash has told me and Malinka that what it is, it sounds awesome, and I felt like I was already on the same tracks as him, pun intended, considering we're in the subway, when it came to how the story would play out, with a few ideas into the mix.
Yeah, I'm not giving away the story because I want that to be a surprise for the player. Right.
Surprise.
So one other thing to mention about railway tracks, and in general, is that the person waiting at the tracks, let's hide that wall, tends not to be at track level. They'll actually be above the level because the train's wheels and things are, you need to be able to get over them when they actually enter the train.
Well,
looks good.
Yeah, it looks alright.
So I put gravel and then wooden sleepers in, because that's pretty much what would happen, then using the iron as tracks. It's a bit crude, but I think considering you wanted it to a bigger scale, I think that's probably the best solution to it.
And that, boys and girls, is Firelash's railroad tracks in Minecraft 101.
Well, it was more like 909 or something because of the amount I was going on about it.
Oh God, you're like Sheldon Cooper in Big Bang Theory when he does his little talk about flags.
I can't believe I've just been compared to Sheldon Cooper.
You should be honoured. You know the guy that plays Sheldon Cooper's Coopy? He's met Stephen Hawking in real life, and there's a little message next to it.
Episode. It was on last week.
No,
the episode where he meets Leonard Nimoy. No, sorry, Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Yeah, it was on last week.
Oh right, well someone made a picture of that, and it says Sheldon Cooper and Stephen Hawking. Your argument is invalid.
Oh, okay. They'd made an internet
that was brilliant.
Out of it, okay.
Oh, of course they do. They make a meme out of everything. There's a really awesome website called 9gag.com, and it's basically meme central.
I see.
It's brilliant.
Is that
your long episode?
It is. I'll be catching up in a second. I just wanted some of this build done. Okay, so I know we've got a lot more work to do underground here. Next time we'll have a lot more of this done and we'll show you around the inside. And yeah, the two buildings outside. And just while I'm closing off the episode, so you can see what we'll have done. We'll probably have this plot worked out for something as well, that I've just shown here. And the rest of the building that we do, we won't need to be on this side of the river anymore, except for some last finishing touches. Instead, we'll be over on a little bit pop up here.
The other side of the bridge.
We'll be on this side of the bridge instead. And I've cleared some plots of land already. And we'll be filling up the city from here. So perhaps the next episode we'll work on the aforementioned dam that we talked about. Was it 2 episodes ago? Last episode? Yeah, last episode. Cool.
Gotta make some sort of tributary.
Again, any kind of suggestions or comments about what we're doing. If you want your name featured on the wards or the what was it? The road names.
Lily pads.
Then let us know. And yeah, from myself, Malenka, and Foldex, goodbye.